Jai Hind everyone, this is Harsh Chaudhary and I warmly welcome you all to my channel. If you are new to the channel, I would like to introduce myself in a very brief way, and I would also like you all to know the motive of creating this channel and for what kind of channel, what kind of videos to put, what kind of content to put. I have created this channel. So I would like to start with my basic introduction. As I already told you, my name is Harsh Chaudhary. I come from a small town, yet so powerful and recognized town, that is from Bihar's Muzaffarpur. And currently I am in class 12th. I have taken PCM, and along with PCM, as I am a student of CBSE, along with PCM I had English as my compulsory fourth subject, and along with English and PCM I had to choose one more additional subject. And in that additional subject I have taken fine arts, because it does not require, the fine arts subject does not require more efforts on it to get good marks, gain marks in its examination or its practical. So I have chosen fine arts so that I can put more of my potential, and I can use more of my potential, and I can put more of my time to the main subjects like PCM and English, on which all the competitive exams in as of 12th level are based on. And currently I am an aspirant of NDA and JEE. NDA has been my main aim since class 8th only, but after class 10th I had to choose a backup option, because if by any unfortunate chance if NDA doesn't come in my destiny, then I can go with the backup option and continue my life with it, and think about other options to join the defense forces. So as a backup option I have chosen JEE, that is joint entrance examination. It is for entrance in the engineering, top engineering colleges of India, that is IIT and NITs and GFITs and everything. And I also chose JEE as my backup option, because the PCM that comes in JEE and the PCM that comes in NDA is quite similar. However, there is a difference of level. The level of PCM that comes in the JEE is much on a higher level, and the level of PCM that comes in the NDA is much on a lower level. And that is why I have chosen, because as NDA is my main aim, I thought that if I will do JEE PCM on a very serious purpose and rigorously, then I can easily clear the PCM of NDA, and it would be good for me to clear my very first attempt of written examination and appear for the SSB interview. If you don't know about SSB interview, let me tell you in a very brief way. The SSB interview is a common interview process. If you want to become a officer in Indian Army or Indian Navy or Indian Air Force, you have to write an examination, or by any entry you have to appear for this SSB interview of this is a 5 days of rigorous personality tests and everything. In that 5 days is there, and it is comprisingly known as SSB interview. So every candidate, every defense aspirant who wants to be an officer in the Indian Defense Forces has to go from SSB interview, whether he is from NDA entry or the graduate entries. Regardless of any entry that he chose, he has to go through that interview. So this is about SSB interview. And my second point, that is why I have created this channel, and for what motive I have been uploading videos on this channel, is regarding that SSB interview only. That in that SSB interview you are checked upon various skills and qualities. One of the main basic qualities is communication skills, and the ability, the quality to convey your message to your group, to influence your group through your communication, through your good communication. So in order to improve my communication skills, I have created this channel. On this channel I upload daily videos of 10 to 15 minutes, in which I brief about every day, that how much hours did I studied and what fitness goal did I achieved, and everything that happened in that day. And I tell this everything I tell everything about my day in English only, because the SSB interview, all the instructions and everything, the personal interview, the group discussion, and every task is given in English only. And you are supposed and expected to answer in English only, because English is a very common language, not only in India but in the world also. So the whole SSB interview is in English only, because and Being from Bihar, it is quite difficult for me to be very familiar and acquaint with the English language and speak fluently. So I have chosen this form of speaking English for about 10 to 15 minutes daily, and by this I also maintain my consistency in my daily schedules and maintaining discipline in my daily schedules. Now I'll move to the today's monologue, and today is 9th of June. It is a very historic day for Indian cricket history, because on this day, 9th of June, 2 years back in 2024, the India Pakistan T20 World Cup match happened. It was in Barbados, I think, the 2024 T20 World Cup, and India just scored 120 runs, and the Indian team had to defend 120 runs, and guess what, we were very successful in defending those 120 runs. It was a very small target given by the Indian batters to the Pakistani batters. However, our bowlers outperformed their Pakistani batting, and we won that match, and it was a very historic match. Bumrah played very well, and I would say that because of Bumrah, because of his contribution, the 50% of match was won. Means I want What I mean to say is, if we won the match, then 50% of contribution was by Bumrah, and 50% was by other bowlers in order to defend that small target of 120. And the batters also played very well. However, the pitch was like that 120 was very hard to defend, and very 120 was very easy to defend, and 120 was very hard to chase. That kind of pitch it was in USA in 2024 World Cup that took place in USA and the West Indies and Caribbean countries. No, now I will move to the further thing, that is 9th of June. Today I have studied around 8 hours 25 minutes. Yes, 8 hours 25 minutes. It was a very good and productive day for me. In these 8 hour 25 minutes, that is on the timer's time, I have on a minimum basis, I would have productively studied around 8 hours, because in this timer's time it also includes some unproductive work like downloading the lecture or finding the lecture, finding book copies and everything, or prioritizing which thing to be completed first and which thing to be completed after that first thing. So on an average, 8 hours would be the best productive time, if I have to say, for today, that is 9th of June 2026. And I would like to continue this thing, this much of study hours, and very consistently till September, because my NDA, the very first attempt of my NDA written examination is on 13th of September, which is around 96 days far away from me. So the examination is coming very around the corner, and now I have to gear up and start focusing more on my studies, and start increasing my study hours, so that I can clear the written, at least I can clear the written examination in the first go, and appear for the SSB interview to gain much knowledge and much practical and on the ground learning about the SSB interview. And I don't want to waste my attempt by just failing the written examination, because if I have been doing JEE on a very serious purpose from past 1 year, 1.5 year, then I should be able to clear the NDA written examination, at least PCM, and I have been doing the GS and English also from past 2 to 3 years. So it is a very golden chance for me to clear the written examination, and it is time for me to gear up and start working more on my studies rather than on my fitness thing. So I have nowadays, from now, I have slowed down my fitness things, because the exam is just around 3 months away from me. So I can afford to slow down my fitness things like running and everything. However, I did 1 kilometer running, and I did fitness. I did weight training session also in the night. I completed all those things in 30 minutes only. So it was good day for me. I studied also, and I did my fitness goals also. I did a bit of running also to keep my body up to that potential, and so that I cannot I would not lose my potential of fitness things in these 3 months by prioritizing more studies. So I will do fitness things also, but I will slow down the intensity and slow down the rate, and I will give less time, around 30 to 40 minutes to it only, so that I can focus more on my communication skills, and more on the studies to clear the written examination. So this is all for today. Thank you for watching.